Okay, so hopefully I'm recording the audio. I've got a backup in case that fucks up. And that can go. So I'm going to do all this and then it's not going to work. So yes, I have Windows 11. I haven't had a Windows operating system since 7. And even then I preferred XP. Although I did heavily modify 7 so it looked more like XP, but I have no idea how we do it with this system. Yeah, so got this little particle system thingy. I saw a video, so I decided to use a little bit of AI to build the framework, and then I just pretty much coded in all the gaps and the mistakes and the bugs, because if there's one thing you should never do is assume that a parent is having a actual conversation with you. Yeah, AI is fucking terrible at coding. So I had to kind of fix stuff myself, but it's still a bit messy. But I just scroll through this so you can see the code. Hopefully, I haven't used this. This is the first time using Visual Studio Code as well. I normally use Genie, but it won't run on Windows 11 for some reason. Well, not properly anyway. So yeah, basically your title, your style sheet, crap, and then you just open in a canvas, and then it's pretty much scripting thereafter. Apart from these IDs, which are just like a side menu it has to restart it, to change the values, just form fields, general HTML form fields, and then we have the script, which is the Pico Live core. See, this is the thing I don't like about AI. I had to explain stuff based on what data it's going to have in its data set or its model, and everyone keeps calling this sim particle life. It's not. It really ain't. It is very logical animations. That's all it is, except you're controlling the animations, and it looks random, but it's not. It really ain't. So yeah, so get the canvas, get the CTX context 2D. That's I believe a handler for changing the size of the window. UI handling. Again, I wouldn't assume this code is great because I'm not the best coder at JavaScript. I'm very much PHP guy. Yeah, I'm not a fan of JavaScript unless I'm using it on my own system. Nothing more cringeworthy than opening up somebody else's website and them having really bad JavaScript running in the background that's running on your computer. Not good, especially when it's code you don't know, which is literally every website. So build the colors, changing the distance and strength, and okay, so the force matrix editor, I think this is a handler for the table, the HTML table. So it actually, the HTML form gets loaded, and then this is a script that goes on top of that on your computer that basically says when this is clicked, do JavaScript stuff. Shame can't do that in PHP. That would be really cool. Well, you can, but not the way JavaScript does it. I have to install I can do JavaScript without needing a Apache server for the most part. Okay, so yeah, that's the matrix editor. That's for the form, And then you've got the simulate objects. So basically initializing the particles, telling the program what the particles literally are, the distances, and particle generation, particle steps, in distance, hard repulsion. Comes up with some really fucking. I mean, what is hardcore repulsion radius? I'm still trying to figure out how to use this. If anybody knows how to, I don't get this restricted mode crap. You know, I don't get it. I keep turning it off and it keeps turning back on again. So yeah, distance depending on the force, using this particle group parameter. So that's, believe, factoring in all the math for the. I'll show you in the actual program. This is anybody that wants to copy the script. And yes, you're going to have to write it from scratch. Unless you have an AI that has OCR facilities and it can just scan it and then write it. But it'll probably catch that and then you'll end up with loads of, well, basically screaming that your web page is definitely not in Quarks mode. Simple dampening, so that's like a softening thing so it doesn't go flying off. Wrap around edges, so basically if it goes that way it's going to come out that way, if it goes up that way it's going to come out that way. Something is funky here though, because I get a lot of stuff that's clinging to the edge radius going round, and that's not what I want. So yeah, there's definitely a few bugs in this still. Render, function draw, you get the context, clear rectangle, so that's basically clear rect function. That's not rectangle, is it? It's what's RCT? RECT. Oh yeah, it tells me on this, doesn't it? Any. Thank you, Visual Studio Code. That's really fucking helpful. God knows. I believe that means object or something. Clear the screen, basically. That's what that does. And it resets. Begins. That's calculations, I believe, for the actual shape of the object, and then calculations for the color style, and then telling it to fill. Function loops for animation, UI actions. Okay. Right, so you've got UI actions there and up there as well. Okay, fine. So yeah, and then initiate loop. Yeah, but not the most wonderful of settings. It took me 5 hours to figure out where the hell the button is to move the fucking Windows menu back there again. You see I have a lovely collection of programs, mainly open source, because I'm a tube cunt. Yeah. Also got rid of that weather and news stuff. People keep complaining about like ads and stuff. Just turn it off. It's not that difficult. I mean, yeah, you got to dick around with settings and shit. I mean, worst case scenario, just go into the registry and delete it, or refactor it so it's going somewhere else. Yeah, so that's the script there, and we still recording, right? Yeah, 10 minutes. Lovely. Right, okay. So this is basically it. Particle simulator, if you will. So we're going to bump up particles to 2000. Colors, we'll do 2 for now. I would play around with this. There's lots of write-ups about this. I don't completely understand how to get things to work. I think there's too many bugs for it to get work properly. But yeah, so you got your boost the strength up, distance, a distance of 20. And so this is the bit here, the force matrix, which is the interesting thing, because it means you can basically you're programming these units with this information, and then they basically do that. So basically, this is a snooker cue, these are snooker balls. That's not life. Anyway, so yeah, so you've got red and green, color 1, color 2. So I might go back in here and change this so this box or this box picks up what color it is and puts it in there. Anyway, so 1 is attracted to 1 and attracted to 2, and 2 is repelled by 1 and for now we'll think it attracted, repelled by 2, restart, and there you go. Doing some funky things, not doing much, but yeah, I've seen some much better examples. I'm not great at coding with JavaScript, I never have been. I'm not great at coding anyway. Haven't been coding for quite some time, like proper work coding. I think the last time I actually did a paid script was when they were introducing object orientation into PHP. Yeah, so been a while, kind of deprecated a bit. Anyway, so yeah, this is doing this, which is just move the strength down and then reset it and see what happens. So you can see they're not reaching further out to grab all the bits in the area. We whack the strength all the way up and reset. You just about notice that the influence of effect of each bit is much larger. Yeah, not much going on with this at the moment. So let's basically, the red ball is attracted to the green ball, and the green ball wants to get the hell away from the red ball. Let's change that down to 20. Oops, there's not that many. Distance, I don't know what the largest distance is on this. There we go. Whee! We're at 80. There we go. So we're definitely getting some more erratic looking stuff, but again, this isn't random because, how do I explain it? Okay, so basically I haven't used Paint for a long time. Actually, I don't think I ever really used Paint. And I'm pretty sure that was a program on a BBC Acorn. Yeah, I use professional stuff now. Okay, so where's the brush size? Is that the brush size? Okay, fine. So you've got the red particle, okay, and then you've got the green particle. We'll just put that there like that. Okay, so now you have an attraction force, which is that direction, right? Okay, so it's going to hit that, but that is going to be repelled by that. So that's going to shoot off that way anyway, but it's probably going to hit. And that's probably going to bounce that way and knock that way. Okay, that's not random. That's not life. Anyway, don't save. So yeah, this is this. A bit crazy at the moment. Let's turn the strap down a teeny bit. There we go. So yeah, it's pretty crazy at the moment. Yeah, let's try something else. So 2 is repelled by 2 and restart. No. Okay, nothing much. So let's add another cell. Of course, all this resets, which is great. And let's whack the strengths right up. I can't remember what the number was. Was it 20? I think it was 20. I think it might have been bigger. Did I do 200 last time? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, let's whack that onto 200. And nothing happens because this is all this. So I'm going to try and do something a little bit more interesting. So 1, which is red, is going to be attracted to 2. So 1 is attracted to itself, 2 is attracted to itself, and 3 is attracted to itself. Okay, so they all clump. Now here's the fun bit, if I remember how to do this right. So 2, which is the green color, is repelled by 1, so it's going to push it away. Same as before, that's attracted to that, that's repelled by that. Okay, so now 2 is attracted to 2, to itself, and then number 3. So 2 needs to be attracted to 3, so we'll work that up. Now 3 needs to be attracted to 1, repelled by 2, and attracted to itself. Okay. Possibly have a funky snake looking thing. Nope. We have almost stars. Okay, so distance is high. Let's turn that back down. Actually, no, let's turn the number up. 100. The fuck? Piss. Oh, I pressed the function button instead. I have warnings? Field element has an ID name. This is shit. A form field. It says I've got 12 issues, and it just says a form field. It affects 12 resources. Ooh, it's a violation. So what's this? A form field element has neither an ID nor a name attribute. Well, only the first time I fucked CSS. I can't do CSS. I don't have that brain. Anyway, so yeah, you got some weird, funky things going on here. Particles 800. Reset. Okay. So let's turn the strength down a teeny bit. Now restart. Oh, we're definitely getting something. Oh, it's been a bit. I probably should change the distance down, not the strength. Math is hard. 20. Okay, restart. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Now we're getting some more order, so to speak, or you could say chaos. It's not really doing it. Let's whack the strength back up. Now I've reduced the number. Restart. Cool, now we're going to get some interesting stuff. Right, let's whack that up to 90 and see if that makes the field bigger. That's quite a lot of strength as well. Yeah, definitely a work in progress. You see it there, where it just wraps on this side and this side. It's not really, it's being affected by this, by the looks of it. Okay, so I fucked up here somewhere. Yeah, red is attracted to green. Green is rejected by red. Well, it definitely needs some more tweaking, but I mean, you can do more things like, let's change that to 1,500. Whoops, a daisies. 5. You can actually change this to more than 5, which limits up to 5, so we can go like 8. And it literally stick 8 in there, but it has a maximum of 5. Must be less than equal to 5, but apparently it doesn't matter. So yeah, whoops. Shame I can't just ask it for selecting random values. And if this crashes my computer, I'll just end it there. But yeah, I've seen a lot of videos about this kind of thing, but no actual code. And I'm more into the code than the, oh, look at my diorama. You know, so yeah, it's more code-based stuff, but holy shit. It's not a tutorial, so I'm not going to run through it. Just pause the screen and write it if you want to write it. Fuck off. Okay, so we'll think about that and see what happens. I should have put a thing in the CSS to like hide this or do like a drop down or something. Well, this doesn't crash my computer. Slowing down. This is a new computer. My old laptop was a Dell and it was just falling to shit, and it was basically a cache converters product, so it was guaranteed to be crap anyway because cache converters can't take care of their products or don't have a clue how to purchase products accordingly. But yeah, I bought this from a nice PC shop. It's a ThinkPad. What did it say it was? An L14. It's got AMD Ryzen Pro 5 in it. It's doing pretty well for the price. I paid £250 for it, so you know, not bad at all. Yeah. This isn't real time, by the way. I don't think it is anyway. But just keeps on going. You definitely want to be careful with that because it could possibly crash. I don't think that's going to do anything because they're all fixed. Yeah. So let's have some fun. Just want to see if I can get any patterns and figure out what's going on, but I can't. I mean, there's kind of a pattern there. I think blue and mustard or something. Yeah, so blue's running away from mustard, and mustard's attracted to it and itself stronger than it is to blue. So you can see there's sort of like things you can do. I mean, it takes a lot of brain power, more than I've got. So yeah, that's the article program and my new Windows install. As I said, it's definitely got issues. I've heard of DX and DY. I've never heard of FX and FY. Oh, it's up there. Let FX, FY. Oh, is that force? I don't know. Yeah, some of this I don't understand. I know it's a fucking variable. I was hoping for a little bit more insight than that. But yeah, okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Fuck off. I'd be interested to know how it's generating its new colours, because it seems to. It's probably in some obscure part of the code or obfuscated kind of code. Oh, I can't fucking read. Color inputs. Color. Let color array of hex strings. Default palette. Label text. Fuck off. Yeah, that is the color picker, isn't it? Yeah. So how the I see an increment there, or incremental, so I plus plus or I plus one. So basically it just says, hey, I've got a number, 1, add another number to it and continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all that does. If you're interested. So I believe that's it. Math floor random. How? I mean, I get it's random, but why isn't it not shitting out random like numbers and letters? It's actually pulling colours and not from like a prior system. I assume it has something to do with the hex or hash colours, whatever they are. There's definitely some bits and bobs. It's not basic ASCII. Putting weird and random shit in my code. What's wrong with that? Why is that not basic ASCII? Oops, wrong one. Float ship. Probably when I've copied and pasted it and then rewrote it some bits. Yeah, weird. I hope that's not causing issues. Again, it's not no errors. Yeah, trust. It turns it off. and I close that, finish this, and I have the same fucking issue again. Do I need to save this? No. Okay, so that's basically it. Weird ass computer. Yeah, so new computer, everything pretty much. Yeah, that's it. Little particle system. Whilst I'm waiting for a new fork for my bike. Well, trike is a 3-wheel bike. I'm going to use that on my trailer. So I can go to the coast, get a boat, and get the hell out of England. Anyway, yes, so that's some interesting little bit of code there if you're interested and you do code and you want some kind of template to go from if you're creating like a particle sim and you're a little bit leery of AI, which 100% understandable. The last time I actually tried to get AI to do a working script, it was pretty close, but I had to fuck off. Had to basically run it through again and again and again and again. Is that it? Yeah, so this is the one that's a project that I'm doing. No, they're all GitHub ones. Okay, maybe it's on the other computer. I'm still moving stuff over, of course. Because, yeah, my Linux Mint distro's just falling to pieces. The top header just disappears and don't want to come back. And I used to trust Xface. It used to be really good, but now it's just really bizarre. So yeah, 40 minutes is definitely long enough. It's going to take me 20 years to upload. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there and go chill. So yeah, hope you like that random little video if you're into coding. If you're not, well, a bit late to tell you not to watch it. Yeah, so take care.